Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's get loaded in here to Thea the Awakening and continue our Zorya run. Need to do a quick update where we left off yesterday, and then I realized that I've been making some pretty significant mistakes the last couple runs. And we need to start working on correcting those, because it will make the game slightly easier if we stop doing a couple things the hard way. So, looking at our village first. Take that off. Yesterday we unlocked 2 gems that are right within the vicinity of our village, which is going to make scum researching very easy. We just keep harvesting these and using them in crafting recipes. We did manage to get quite a bit of ruby from a Striga mistress. Unfortunately, we lost one person to that mistress, but with the ruby we can now get medical pendants to give us a little bit better chance of surviving from now on. And then a decent spear is one step below the endgame spear that I like to use, and then one of our research scumming recipes. Now the thing that I realized that I've been doing wrong this whole time, I haven't been maximizing the usage of my buildings and the researches as such. And what I'm talking about, I should have researched the well to start with, because that unlocks the manger in the town hall. I don't really care about the town hall so much, but the manger makes all children that we choose to grow up into gatherers have 10 bonus stat points. And that's pretty significant. That's between 5 and 10 levels worth of points that they get for free by having that building constructed. And we don't have it constructed, so we're not getting that. That's a mistake. The smithy does it for our craftsmen, but we rarely choose to do a craftsman, so that's kind of not being utilized, and that's fine because I don't need a whole lot of craftsmen. The other one that we're not doing very well is the barracks, which again gives us 10 skill points for our warriors. Once we have enough craftsmen, we're going to be focusing solely on warriors. So I want these 2 up and running fairly quickly. Preferably the manger sooner than the barracks, because we're going to need the gatherers sooner, and then we'll finish out with whatever warriors we can. So my next 3 research points are going to go directly into those so we can get them built. And then our main expedition group, the Liberation Army, is exploring and discovering what they can. The hunter has his own building, I believe. It is right here, the archery range. After you create the barracks, you unlock the archery range. And I think that gives bonus points. I can't be entirely sure, so when we research the barracks, we'll double check that to make sure, but I can't give you a 100% answer right now. I've never really focused on hunters or the archery range myself. Alright, where are we exploring? I kind of feel like we need to just wrap around here. I know it allows a hunter, I just don't remember if it gives the bonus points or not. So we'll check on that when the time comes. Yeah, let's do a oh, we're done movement. That's right, we also have this bouquet, which is pretty dangerous right now, and since it's a free roaming one, it'll either chase us or it'll come up here and hit the village. And I don't like either of those options. Finally, we have our weak links, which are gathering ancient wood. I also might want to have them pick up a little bit of obsidian at the same time, or on their next trip out here get some more obsidian. One of my goals is to attract a goblin, and obsidian is one of the best materials to get that attract goblin stat on a building. So let's get into it. And those first few pendants are going for our Liberation Army because they're going to see the most action. We definitely need the highest medic skill we can on them. Since we can't move, we might as well harvest some fish. And they still got quite a few turns to go. So I think, since I have quite a bit of ancient wood at home already, we're gonna switch over to obsidian for a few turns. I have to remember what's the good building to make for that. It was... Well, I could redo my blessed path with obsidian, and that would still give me the +2. But if I remember right, a pure obsidian path gives me +6 to attract goblin. Or no, you can't use obsidian on it. What was it? Was it the palisade? Let me check real quick. We do need to build a palisade, so hopefully that's the correct one, because that would be amazing. Yes, it's a palisade. So we are going to need roughly, I want to say 50 for a palisade. Ooh, I stand corrected. We're going to need 80 for a palisade. So yeah, we definitely need to sit here and collect this for a while. How much do we have left in our village? 12. So we need a minimum of 68. We have somebody inactive. Oh yeah, obviously they're inactive here. We don't have enough things to gather from. Let's continue our journey. Hopefully we don't encounter any other 4-skull fights. Collect what we can of these while we're at it. Let's see, 50, that'll give us one bunch of that. Spider Queen. Ooh, it's another one of those big ass groups. We're gonna avoid them for now. Head down towards this nest. Finished one of our last spear, so now we're back into the scum crafting. How much have we gathered of our 2 gems? 32 and 16. Not a whole lot, so we'll make those spears for now. We got our first point, so we're gonna get the well, even though we don't want to build it. Getting a random resource, if you get an endgame resource, it's totally worth it. But since it's a random one of everything, it's not that useful in my opinion, especially for the resources it takes. But the manger, that's going to be our big thing. Like I said, that's 10 points for every gatherer. Meeting Hall gives a chance of a sage, scholar, or inventor. The sages and the witches aren't amazingly useful in my opinion. They usually have very weak magic skills. The totem is the better one because it gives everyone magic in your village and gives you the choice of witches. I've seen a single scholar and I've never seen an inventor. And I've played many run-throughs for hundreds of hours. You could scum those trinkets with... Yeah. You're correct, Coachesek. I could. And I will. I just need to stockpile a little bit more. Otherwise, I'll just burn through them in one turn. And then I got nothing left to do.
While you scout ahead to see if the road is safe, you notice a bear lying outside its lair. It looks really big. In fact, you have your doubts about it being an ordinary bear and not some kind of giant's pet.
You are correct, Coach Zach. Let's see, my group is not ready to take on a freaking bear. We're gonna let that bear lie. Alright, spider's nest. Single queen. Should be nice and easy. We go first, so hammer time. Of course, they send out their 2 weak spiders. That's alright, we'll poke one to death. And Do a counter tactic. First actions, and we don't have our own. That's not a lot of damage, so I'm tempted to just let it go through. Yeah, let's just let it do its thing. I'm gonna save my spear for the next active spider to come out, which means these guys aren't that useful right now, so I suppose confusing wouldn't be a horrible idea. And then they confused ours, but that's alright. Hammer kills 2, she kills 1, he'll kill 2. We're good. Let's confuse that one. Kill that one. That means this is the Spider Queen. No. Oh, the one that confused our guy must be the Spider Queen. That's even better. Don't need the sturdiness ring. The silk is good. Don't need the intelligence book. Alright, nighttime's approaching, so we are going to lose our vision soon. Still nothing amazing.
You travel through the plains until you discover a deep rift in the ground. When you look down,
Ooh.
you see a vast area filled with rubble. Amongst the rubble stick out some enormous ivory bones of a dragon.
This event is perfect for getting both dragon leather and dragon bones, but you need a decent sneak skill. And I think we only have one person that can sneak. 5 damage, nothing, nothing. 2 damage, 1 damage. 5 damage. Oh yeah, the hammers gave us some more sneak. Do I really feel comfortable doing a 2 skull sneak challenge with 2 5s and 2 2s? Not even 2 2s. A single 2 and 3 1s. Let's take a closer
you
look.
notice that the rocks move unnaturally, and you soon realize that these must be rock trolls. You can either use the element of surprise and fight them, or try to sneak past unnoticed and collect some bones.
I don't feel 100% comfortable with it, but we need the materials. I'm going to risk it. We got one of our good attackers. Oh, I forgot about the backstab and distraction. Those are also damaged, so we're a little bit better than I was thinking. Let's see. Options. I got some amazing counter tactics. This has a small chance of working. Ooh, nice. Let's go ahead and tactic as well. Okay, this fight just got a hell of a lot easier. And I can confuse that first one. Perfect. So, we need to do 9 damage to kill this guy. He does 7. And she does 2. And then 6 to kill him. They can handle that. We might as well get closer with her for her 1 damage, and then he can't do a damn thing. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Eventide. But yeah, we definitely got this. I didn't take into account the whole distraction and backstab.
You managed to sneak past the
Nice.
trolls comfortably, and as the area was quite large, you were able to collect a decent amount of dragon bones and even some dragon hides safely.
Now we just need like 4 more events like this, and we can make some decent armor and shields. We gained a level off that event, though. Ooh, look at all that health. Weak link, that is a great level for them. And that folklore is almost useful. 1 more point, and it'll start impacting our events more. And then our Liberation Army. What do we got? Ooh, a straight up damage increase. I still would have rather had strength, because then it's both damage and carry capacity. But that's fine. The only thing I don't really care for is this intelligence. And then our village. 2 armor, that's equivalent of 2 health. Again, I would rather have the health because that goes into the calculation for dying, whereas armor doesn't. But still, very useful. And I think that's, yeah, that's one of our medics. So the more overall health she has in a fight, the better. Not bad, not bad. It's acceptable. Alright, nighttime is upon us. We have very limited vision. So I'm going to move not in the most efficient way of getting long distance, but in uncovering the most vision while I can. Still nothing amazing though. We do not have any more movement. Well, we could go down. Or I could gather string. Let's go down while we have the vision. Nothing. Rat lair. Well, let's go ahead and take that out. 2 fat rats and 5 hulking rats. Wonder if we're going to get another fat Louie this run. We get first action. Both my hammers are in my tactical hand. That's a little unfortunate. So let's go with a medium warrior. Because I knew they were going to send hulking rats out, but just in case they sent a fat rat, we at least got some damage in. Let's see. I could just kill this one outright with her, but I think I'd rather kill an active one. I could do a counter offense. That wouldn't be a bad play. And then he definitely kills this one. This one's not going to get an attack, so we don't need a shield right now. There we go. I can kill that one with a poke. And then this warrior. So there's the fat rats in the tactic hand. Let's get rid of that other one. There we go. This fight's going to be nice and easy. He kills. This one doesn't attack. She kills either direction. He kills either direction. Second round, we kill the fat rat and we go on. So might as well just go ahead and get closer with him and then send everyone else out. Nice. Now before I continue, I want to do a quick test. So if you guys could let me know real quick. This hurts bending over like this to make sure that I'm in line with my mic. So if I sit up straight, I'm going to talk. You tell me if you can still hear me, if it impacts the quality at all. So if I'm sitting like this, can you guys still hear me when I'm talking at a normal volume? Don't really need that. We have no more movement. Too low? Okay, I'll still lean forward. My next goal is to get one of those arm things that hold the mic, and then I can just sit comfortably but put the mic right in front of me and it be perfect instead of having to, because it does, since I don't have that thing, I have it sitting on a stack of DVDs to put it as close to my mouth as I could get it without being like in the middle of my vision. Alright, this is an auto resolve. How about a mic on your earphones? I mean, technically, these are the iPhone earphones, so it has a mic on them. I just never really thought about messing with them. I have a decent quality mic, it's just the whole distance thing. I have it turned so that it doesn't pick up my AC, and by doing so, it doesn't pick up my voice unless I'm near it. Alright, I think this is Samak. No, just tough bats. That's not a horrible fight. We'll still let them come to us. We have made... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. We have made the circle around that lake. I think we still have enough supplies. I'm going to head down here. Ooh, that's a goblin. No, that's a demon. Karakanza. They're a little tough, but we should have the right gear for this. We go first. I don't remember if they have piercing attacks though, so we'll send a shield out. I want to save my pokes for an active one, so we'll send our hammer out, and this has a chance of working. Nice. Okay, so they can have weapons equipped by this little indication here. So we do need to be worried about their own spears. In the meantime, though, I can poke this one, or I could poke it to death. I think I'm just going to go with a regular poke, though. And then poke that one. To be safe, I'm going to confuse both of them. And then send everyone else out. Don't really need that shield. That's a good quality. It's nice and lightweight because of the good quality. I'll keep that. Maybe one of my medics can use it. Here's the tough bats. So the deformed bats, a joke. But the tough bats, they do quite a bit of damage. And I think they have some leech. Nope, no leech. Cool. Even easier. So poke. She kills him on her turn. Send out a hammer. And of course, 2 weak bats come out. So let's kill one of them. There's the other tough bat. Perfect. She kills this one, he kills this one and the tough bat, and then the rest don't even get an attack. So this fight is all but over. First action, a confused one, that's fine. Counter, counter. And then we'll do some confuses just to be safe. It's a little unfortunate that she attacked the left, but that's still minor wounds. Let's see, distraction. I mean, now that we know it does help us in these stealth challenges, I might as well equip it until I find something better. 4 wounds, not bad. He'll heal that pretty quickly.
Searching through the area, you discover a skeleton propped up against a rock.
Oh boy.
The fella seems to have all his belongings with him, and there is no sign of a struggle, so it's unclear what killed him.
So, normally you might not have this option to examine them carefully. You just search the body. This thing died of the Red Plague. So, we're going to have to do a sickness challenge to fight off the Red Plague. If we fail, we get heavily sickened, I believe. But if we succeed, we fight off the sickness and we get some stat increases, if I remember right. We're going to examine the bones and see what it says.
You discover a slight discoloration around the person's teeth and his nails. Your medic knows that these are the signs of the red sickness, a relatively common but sometimes dangerous affliction, especially to the weak. The good doctor knows how to search the body without touching the infected parts.
So because we have a good medic, we actually get to do this without having to do the sickness challenge, I guess.
On the body, you find a simple weapon, clothes, some basic supplies, a single key, and a letter written on an old parchment.
We're gonna... let's read it carefully.
Dear Alma, I was hoping to make it to the hamlet of Zorya's Star, as I heard you found safety there. But alas, I was attacked by some rats on my way. These overgrown beasties were no real threat, but one bugger bit me on my shin. I fear I will not make it through the night. I already feel the taste of clay in my mouth, and I saw the red tint on my nails. The red sickness has its heavy hold on me now. I shall pass through the gates under the cosmic tree very soon. If fate will have it that you seek me out and find this unfortunate sight, please find a key on my neck. The key opens a chest that is hidden away in a cave nearby. I marked it on this letter. But beware, it was in the cave that these damned rats got me. My strength fails me, my love. Tell the chaplain I found only ashes where the cosmic tree stood, but tales of its seeds have reached my ears, so not all hope is lost. I have failed my mission, but perhaps others will not. The sun will rise again in Svarog's glory. Yours, Myslivod the Truth Seeker. Dated 75 years after the fall of the darkness.
Okay, worth checking out. Oh, and it's near us too. Sure, why not? Maybe we'll get lucky with some good finds. Or somebody will die. One of the two.
You follow the instructions on the letter, and you discover an old cave that stands hidden from the path. From the tracks, you see that it is clearly not unoccupied. This cave is home to some grisly-looking bears. You cannot be sure if the chest still lies within the cave, but the place itself is definitely the one described in the letter. Guess the rats didn't stick around for 3 decades.
Alright, Coach Sec, have a good night. Good luck at your meeting, whatever it entails. And I will catch you later, man. So, we have bears instead of rats. We should be fine. 4 of them. Woo! Bears have trample attacks, just like our hammers, so we have to be careful about that. Okay. I don't have my spear users, which is a little unfortunate. I have a single confuse, so I want to start with my hammer user and confuse that one. Okay, luckily it started with a tactical one, so we don't have to worry about any attacks yet. So let's get our best warriors out right away. There's the final bear. We're gonna go ahead and poke him with them. Send him out, and then just to be doubly sure, we're gonna first action her. Perfect.
You killed the bears, and the cave lies open for your exploration. Within its darkened walls, you discover a pile of stones laid neatly in the center, just like Miss Livod said. And underneath, you find a huge, heavy oaken chest, securely locked.
Oh yeah, I was about to complain that this is a very shitty treasure to find, but this is from the bear fight. We still have to open the chest.
You open the chest and discover various samples of wood inside, as well as some precious stones. At the bottom, you also discover a set of pristine armor.
Pristine armor? What do we got? Ooh. I mean, it's not the best ratio, but that's still better than the wood armor we've been getting. That's pretty good. Our warriors will enjoy that. All in all, I'd call that a successful event. Let's see. She has 1 distraction and cannot even equip that. We need to up her strength if at all possible. Nothing for him. She has backstab, so the distraction will work with it for the sneak. Now that armor is a great upgrade for him, but he's our strongest warrior, so he needs the super heavy stuff. Actually, it's heavier than what we had. Never mind. He's got an 11 and an 11 and a 16. He's the stronger of the two, so he can have that one. 6 and 1, 7 and 1, 5. So she'll enjoy that. Let's make sure everyone has a basket. Both our medics. We also have to keep in mind that her blessing of strength, when it wears off, she's going to drop down to 100 carry capacity, so she can't even... She could do it for the next 20 turns and then be over encumbered, and we'd have to remove it anyways. So I'm not going to worry about it unless we find something amazing to gather. It's nighttime now, so our odds of discovering something are next to nothing. Misfits, we haven't even been paying attention to them. We need 68 with them, so yeah, they're going to use their whole supplies to continue gathering obsidian. You got that monster bone, dragon? Oh, the bone? Yeah. I can make a strength belt out of that dragon bone and give to them. That might be a temporary fix, but eventually I'm going to want to give them the root of life to give them +4 medic skill. Alright, is there anything worth running to collect while it's night? Not particularly. We could go up here and get the silver, I suppose.
You are set upon by a small group of rugged-looking dwarves. Their faces are scarred, as if they cut off their beards with their axes, which they probably did. Their clothes are worn, and their eyes hungry. Only their weapons remain in perfect condition. the last remnant of their bygone heritage. One steps up and spits before speaking.
Money, or we'll kick your teeth in now.
Okay. It's a 3-skull fight. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, you can give him all of your equipment. That's a very bad idea in my mind, because I would still rather lose one person to death than all of my gear. Or you could fight them, which if you're comfortable with the fight, not a bad choice. You'll get all their gear, which is usually mithril based. Or you can try to talk to them, which leads to a social challenge. Dwarves are average to weak at social challenges, so they're not too hard to beat. And if you win, they give you a stack of mithril, and then you can still choose to fight them if you want and get more mithril. So my suggestion is to always go with the social route, and then if you're wanting more to be greedy, kill them. If you don't kill them. You'll share a drink and then part ways. The other thing to keep in mind, if you're playing as Lada, which we saw with our last run through, and you do the social challenge, you have a chance of recruiting a dwarf because they are impressed by the fact that you follow the Lady Lada and want to join you to worship her. Another thing to keep in mind.
The lead dwarf spits and grunts at you.
Less talking, more doing, my hummy friends. I got little patience for talk.
Social. Alright, we got an amazing tenor right here with Dobby. Not enough to kill this guy though. What are our counters? We need a minimum of an 8. All dwarves are going to be 8 or higher. So you're useless, you're useless. We have a counter tactic. 2 counter tactics. I think I'm going to use them right now. Okay. So he's going to do his damage and then die to both of them potentially. I could first action her and then they'll at least kill him and then he'll survive. So I think that's the good play. Yeah, let's do that. And then he can survive the hit as well. That's 7, 10. So they kill this dwarf. And then he's going to do what he can to these things.
Your men stand firm, showing off their strength and confidence. The dwarf leader listens to you, then speaks.
Today you shall eat well and sit with us by the fire, so that all of us may see tomorrow.
The dwarves look relieved at their leader's words.
So 6 mithril, not amazing, but still good. That's enough for like 1 piece of gear using a different secondary material. If you're wanting armor though, you're going to need about, I don't remember if it was 16 of them to do 1 piece of armor, for the heavy armor at least. We're temporarily better at speech challenges, and then we will share our food, because I really don't feel like fighting them.
You share a meal by the fire and exchange stories of woe and victory. One of the bandits stands up and speaks.
So be it. We shared bread, we spoke by the fire. We leave as friends. May we meet again.
The dwarves leave.
Cool. Then we were going to collect silver until it's daylight again. They have 7 turns left.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
So this is the final medic that we need, because this is the second medic for our weak link party, and we need a second one for the village.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The
Not
whole
bad.
village celebrates this joyous
Not bad.
occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods.
Cool.
In thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Now we need no more medics unless we try to make a 3rd expedition group, which may happen 300 turns from now. Not very likely though. Let's go ahead and gear him up before we forget. Nearat. That's an interesting name. We have plenty of spears to give him. We will give him our decent Leshy's hair. And because he has that 1 extra point of strength, he can actually equip armor. Never mind. All of our armor is too heavy for him. We need to make some better clothes. Well, he can have a good quality shirt. And a basket. And then we put him to work. Which is convenient, because he can help us gather... I'm more interested in the topaz. You would have thought Nearat is a female? The goatee gives it away to me. Alright, staying here until... Ooh, holy crap, back to back.
But alas, grow up we must.
So this is a little unfortunate because we haven't gotten either of our buildings built.
And rebuild Thea.
Oh, you were looking at the dress? Men wore robes too, especially in ancient times. Technically, my weak links need another warrior, but our village also needs another gatherer. And since we're trying to do some craft scumming, I'm going to go with the gatherer.
Is an important rite of passage.
Evo.
The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Yeah, we definitely need to build the manger. These are average stats for a gatherer, but we can do better. Alright, it's starting to be daytime. We have a single radius vision again. That's good enough for me. Let's keep exploring. Don't care about the rat. He can come after me if he wants. Two more bunches and then they can switch over to the ancient wood for a bit and then head home. Somebody is inactive. Oh yes. Our new gatherer. Let's see. Make that every 2 turns. Every 2 turns. That works. Alright, we got a couple fat rats. Let's do this. Fat rat number 1. You're dead. And then hammer. Fat rat number 2. This is perfect. Let's go ahead and counter offense, counter tactic. She kills, he kills. Just in case they try to first action him, I'm going to confuse him. Let's get another hammer out. Go ahead and confuse the first one for the hell of it. Send the rest of our warriors out. Ooh, a gathering one. Even better. Alright, gatherers, gatherers. Upgrade for her. And who still has an open slot that can equip this? He does. Enjoy. So sadly we did not discover any amazing resources down here, though we didn't check out this chunk. So we'll have to make a return trip eventually. We have a little bit of supplies left. I feel comfortable at least reviewing this area before I head back. One more round for them. We got some unliving corpses. I go first. Alright, we'll get our hammer out. And then counter offense, counter tactic. Nice and easy fight now. So we'll just send the rest of our warriors out. Don't need a rib cage again. Now we got some, ooh, a blood bee. I like blood bees because they drop rubies instead of ambers. And we need the rubies for our medical pendants. So my tactic with bees, let them come out first. Do any counters that I have. As soon as I see the blood bee, then I poke it. Let's see, I guess it doesn't really matter, and then I can shield whoever I use to poke, like so. I did make a small mistake here, because he does do a lot of damage, and it's not guaranteed that she's going to hit him. So I'm going to take a small wound on her from this bee's poke, because I need to kill that one, just so that I can... That was weird. Confuse this one. And 1 damage, not bad. And then, for the hell of it, I'm just gonna first action her, so that this one's shield doesn't even get hit. Single wound for a single ruby. Don't need the shield though. Let's see. More ancient wood. Spider silk, not bad. And that's a whole bunch of blood bees. That's going to be a challenge. That's all the obsidian we need for them. So let's switch back over to the ancient wood. And gather that for a few turns before we head home. 3 turns exactly. Yep, this is the blood bee fight. Alright, this one will take a little bit more planning. There's a crap ton of poke coming out at us. So let's poke the blood bee. We definitely need to shield her. We need to poke that one as well. Ideally we'd kill that one, but we can't. I don't like this, because I don't have any more shields to throw on her. So I think I have to stick with just confusing that one. Unfortunately both my hammers were here, because if one were over here I could throw him out and then try to first action him, but no dice. Do I still want... No, I still don't want to do that. Not yet, at least. Let's go ahead and counter tactic. Oh, there's one blood bee gone. Alright, and that's the final blood bee. So at least they're both starting out confused. That helps me a lot. It's pointless to send anyone out because all the bees are going to come out before him or her. So let's just wait. Continue waiting. Come on. 2 more. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot. It would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poke total, I suppose. So I could have sent a shield out, but again, they all would have ended up before him. So this doesn't change anything, but I still have max shield for the start of the fight. They both have the same amount of shield. He has the most total life, so he's going to be the front runner. She's going to kill this blood bee, and then we have worst case 3, 7, 11, 15 damage coming at us. So her shield absorbs it. His shield can also absorb it. The other thing is I can also first action somebody And then the two of them combined will kill these two, which removes 3 of that damage. That might not be a bad play. Oh, I should have sent her out first to kill that one for free. Damn it. I'll send her out and first action her. And then these two. Good, they're splitting their damage. Makes it even better for this next round. One blood bee is going to get an attack off, and that sucks. But it looks like our shield absorbed it. And we might have taken no wounds. We took no wounds. Fuck yeah. Final blood bee. Can I poke him to death? Yes, I can. Nice and easy. Only 1 out of 4 blood bees? That's lame. We don't need any more of those, though. Alright. Daytime, we got more viewing radius. Some herbs don't really matter to me. Man, we are not getting luck with our discoveries. Alright, last turn for the weak links. Got some more bears there. More granite. More granite. What do we got? 11 turns of food? How far away am I from the village? 6 turns of movement? So let's spend... Okay, we're about to hit snow, so I'm gonna only go to here. Like this patch right here, and then head home. Because snow slows you down at 2 times movement. So, like a forest normally costs you 2 movement to enter. If it's in snow like this one, then it's 3 to 4 movement. Very annoying. So let's go over here. Still nothing amazing. We have no more movement, so we'll just head up. And then break camp with these guys and head home. And we can get that palisade built. So we'll drop off the ancient wood and the obsidian, pick up some more wood and more food for 5 people. Oh, actually not 5 people. We have a medic to give them. Repia. So for 6 people, we're going to need 30 days worth for 6 people is 180. Now, do I want to keep sending them out for the ancient wood or have them go gather something else? We need coal. And we have a batch right there, and I think that's the closest one. So yeah, we're going to go over here and collect this coal. As far as our main group, we're going to start heading home.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout.
Okay, hold on to something.
The tremors and wild groans eventually stop, but they leave you with a sense of dread.
Damn these tremors. Ooh, holy crap. That was a 4-skull spider. I wish I could still see them. I have a feeling that might be a dragon spider. Those things are damn tough. Oh, I didn't even start the palisade. Yeah, let's make camp right here. Coal is our objective. Though slowly gathering some nimblewood wouldn't be a bad idea. They're not even really needed on that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that palisade started. I need to get rid of a building though. And it's gonna be one of my lower quality cabbage fields. Not all 4, just 1. And construct our goblin attracting palisade. Catalyst makes no difference for buildings. And that's a shit ton of research points too. But +6 attract goblin. We should get that achievement very quickly. The shield bonus is not as high as it can get. The highest is a +7, but that's still not bad. Let's put you to work on it. And just you. 12 turns. Well, maybe I'll 11. Didn't mean to take you off your gathering, whatever it was. Topaz. I'll just put everyone to work and shave that down to be as fast as possible. Yes, I already have the demon achievement from an earlier playthrough. For that one, use bones. Yeah, use bones in certain constructions and you'll get a track demon. Yeah, enchanted bones. That's right, the other bones give you a track beast.
By orc bandits. They are charging at you and don't look eager to talk about it. You only have seconds to decide what to do.
And that makes me laugh because I remember I did a building that had a track beast. I attracted a wild boar who for some reason had a decent crafting score. So I put him to work cooking boar meat for my village. And for me that was just a morbid thing of humor where I had a boar cooking his kin to feed everyone. Let's see, we are going to fight these guys. We probably are not good at a tactical challenge though. Yeah. We have a single person who does damage in a tactical fight. We're just gonna fight them normal. You're still working on the demon symbol achievement? Yeah. Just keep building the buildings, you'll eventually get it. 4 orc fighters. They're pretty tough, and sadly this is our village. Or no, this is our weak links. Ooh. Wasn't paying attention to that part. Well, conveniently, I have a nice high counter offense. Oh, that health and that damage. I can confuse it. Might as well. Somebody's gonna die if I do this. I can poke for 7, 16, 20. I can get away with killing 2 of them, I believe. And then this one's gonna get an attack. Fuck. I don't want to lose anyone, damn it. This is the one that's going to survive, and it has 29 damage coming at us. Nobody can survive that. But she will take the least overkill. But she is one of my medics. Damn it. I guess that's the best play we can do. Go, 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 go. Oh, we didn't even kill both. Fuck. Okay, this is bad. I think that was both medics. Oh, shit. Okay. Options. We get to go first. I didn't pay attention to see if any of them had spear attacks. So that's bad on me. I'm gonna send her out first. Fuck, he did. I can first action her and then get a poke off on him, and now he dies. So she kills him. He's gonna do 16 to this one. No, I take that back. 18 to this one because he's already wounded. This is a female, I shouldn't say he. So 18 damage puts her at 32. I poke her with this guy for 4, puts her at 28. And then she goes, puts her at 10, and he kills. Okay. We got this. Perfect.
You have defeated the orc.
Oh, that sucks.
You realize a few of them have broken their weapons in a last act before dying, but perhaps some can be salvaged.
I'm gonna say worth it. Dragon Bone. That's not worth it. There's that. Maybe. Meh, looks cooler than it is useful. That's good. And that one not so much. Tentatively worth it, especially if they both survive. We're gonna have to do a quick calculation for them though. What would be amazing is that they gain a level and then gain health. Because that would help us survive better. Or gain medical skill, that would be amazing too. No. They gain herbalism and gathering. Shit. Well, there wasn't that chance. But his folklore is now high enough to help us out in a lot of events, so that's good. The herbalism on both medics, so that's actually useful. All in all, that's good level. We just have to hope they survive. Our Liberation Army, that's a lot of health and some damage. I like it. And our village. Ooh, our medic got a little better. Still crap, but getting there. And lots of strength and health. Nice. Okay, for our weak links. Calculation time. Oh, I need to turn that off. So, 15 wounds divided by her maximum life of 11, which is actually pretty good for a medic. Gives her 136% chance of dying. We subtract her base survival rate of 70, and then we have Bloodbath turned on. So we need 2 times our best medic skill, which is her, of 8. And then 1 times the second best, which is him, of 3. So she has a 55% chance of dying right now. And then let's check her real quick. So 18 wounds divided by 16 life is 113%. So she's much better chance of surviving once we take out her base survival and our medics, which was what again? 8 and 3, so 11. So she has a 32% chance of dying. Now, the question is, how close are we to our village? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't get there in 1 turn, and we wouldn't want to use the full movement. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is, if we look at our village, we could take one, like say him, throw both of these on him, and that puts him at an 8 medic skill, which would make him the best medic in the group. Double that for a 16, and then we add our other second best, which was a 4, puts it at 20. 20 is a hell of a lot better than 11. So I think I'm going to do that. It's better to have that chance of surviving. So we're going to break camp. We're going to move only 4 so that we can still camp. And then we're going to come to our village, grab this medic, and have him join them. To maximize our chance at survival. I really wish we had the root of life. That would have made him pretty badass as a medic. Okay. So that means our dying medic now is at roughly 33% chance of dying, and she's at like a 15% chance of dying. Crossing our fingers, and we still need to move our main group before I forget. Cliffhanger. Okay, now we will cross our fingers and hope they survived. Oh, ho, ho. What are we at? What are we at? Okay, she is at a 1 ratio, so I don't even need to do the calculation then, because a 1 ratio is 100%, subtract the survival rate of 70, gives her a 30%, and then we're sitting at 1620. She has a 10% chance of dying, and she's guaranteed to live. So last turn to sit here like this. Our main group is going to drop off all of our miscellaneous stuff and resupply. Let's go with 20 wood, and I want 50 turns of food for 9 people, 450. I don't think technically we crafted those blood pendants for them, but they're being put to more important use right now. We can't move anywhere anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, last time that we have to do this and hope. We did it, we survived.
To improve your lifestyle. The construction is going well.
And then we had a building fall on us.
Until the whole thing collapses on your workers.
Alright, let's dig them out.
You have enough good crafters and wise people to figure out how to get the builders out quickly and safely. The builders have learnt an important lesson about health and safety.
And these are our warriors, so not the best people to get that +2 crafting, but we'll still put it to use. Alright, our people are have survived. They are fine. Let's take Nearat out. And send him home. Which is actually very convenient because I can now unequip those bloodstones while we're here and give them back to my main party who needs them before they take off. And we really need to clean our inventory. That was a lot of scrolling through crap. Brilliant, great job. You are like Captain Kirk in the Kobayashi Maru. Oh, geek reference. Thank you though, I appreciate that. Let's see, who 7. Fuck yeah, you are now a badass medic. Because with Bloodbath on, that's now a 22. Plus 6, 28. So unless somebody gets overkilled, we are this close to being guaranteed to survive any wounds. Alright, they can break camp now and go back to collecting coal. And our main group, we need to continue exploring. Options, ooh, holy crap. Ancient hive. That's protected by royal bees, who are a royal pain in the ass. Plus we had the undead 4 skull fights that were over here, so fuck this area. We're gonna go up here. We'll hit up this ruin while we're at it. Fuck, a 4 skull bat nest. We are not ready for these 4 skull fights. My realism rule is really biting me in the ass right now. How are we on that building? Got a couple turns down. Question. I don't have the research points. Never mind. We need to really get back on our scum crafting and fast.
You fall through the ground into a dark and stale tunnel. The fall was rough, but it is possible to make your way back up.
Okay. This event's another interesting one. You can just climb up, and it does a very easy physical challenge. And I'm 99% sure you don't get any like stat increases from doing the physical challenge. But not a big deal. If you explore the tunnel, there's 2 options, left and right. Right will always lead you to the dragon, and if you follow Velas, he will always tell you to go to the dragon. The dragon is a 5 skull fight. It's a dragon and a few followers. I don't remember what the minions are. That could be anything, I think. But the dragon itself is going to have roughly 150 health and do like 85 damage. You need to make sure you're prepared if you're going to try to fight that dragon. You could also sneak past it, but again, it's going to be at least a 3 skull sneak challenge, if not a 4 skull sneak challenge. And I never have the stats to do that. The other option is to go left. Left is the exit, but to do so, you have to get past the dwarf, who again, you can either sneak past and nothing happens. You can talk your way past him, and he'll give you a reward, like, hey, sorry about that, here, let me help you. Or you can simply fight him, and again, like all the other dwarves, you can get mithril gear and mithril bars. So, unless I'm feeling froggy and I think, or I know I can take on a dragon, I always go left and do the dwarf challenge because of that potential endgame gear or just mithril bars that's very useful.
You venture deeper and deeper into the tunnel until you reach a crossroads.
Go left.
You feel a slight draft from the left tunnel, and so you believe this one will lead you out. To the right, however, you hear a faint breathing of something big. This could be interesting or deadly.
And it will always give you the option to change your mind. And again, we're going to go left, the safe route.
You turn left and travel for some time until you reach a small chamber. Beyond it, you can see a doorway leading upwards.
Observe.
You see an old dwarf, clearly asleep, in a hidden alcove of the chamber. In fact, were it not for slight signs of breathing, you'd think he was a statue.
And you could sneak past him, but you get nothing. No gear, no items, no stat increases. You just skip the event, basically. That's not good enough for me. I want free stuff.
He looks longingly at the doors, then turns to you.
I was charged with guarding these tunnels. It is the last honor left to me. I cannot let anyone leave.
Why?
These tunnels were once the gateway to our home. During the darkness, the gates have been shut forever to defend against the evils outside. And yet, honor does not permit leaving these halls unprotected. No one in, no one out.
But I fell in here by accident.
You fell through. The shame. These walls were meant to last forever.
And again, dwarves are not that great at social challenges, so this is pretty easy. And I get to start. Ooh, and she has a piercing attack for speech challenges. Saving you. We'll send you out. Not quite enough to kill it, but support ally. And let's go ahead and get rid of the tactical card. Oh shit, it is higher level than I thought. I wasn't paying attention. They are level 11. And a lonely 9. Well, she kills this one at least. We can poke him for 5. She'll absorb this attack. Both of them will be fine. So let's go ahead and do that. And then ideally, she kills this one and she attacks to the left, killing that guy. But if not, whatever. And we'll just go ahead and send him out anyway, so that if she attacks him, he can still kill this one, and then there's nothing to clean up, so I don't know why I'm sending more people out. I'm going to stop talking now. Nice and easy.
And so you see, Master Dwarf,
Nice.
you must fix your tunnels and then keep your watch. But we're just gonna leave you to it. The dwarf nods and hurries off into the tunnel. He throws you a bag and shouts,
Thank you, kind travelers. Take my gift and leave.
You got it, pal. Though you did give us a pretty crummy shield, but this is one piece of armor right here, and that's more than enough for me. Let's see, they are in position. Let's gather more coal. Let's see, I will put him to work there, and then her on the coal. Perfect. Technically, I could move her off. Nope, never mind. Alright, that'll work. And then these guys... Why do we have somebody inactive? Ah, yes, the medic. I forgot we moved him. Topaz. Now, the two warriors that gain skill are on our crafting team, so that's perfect. Alright, we'll continue exploring to the north. Northwest.
You travel through the hills in search of resources, and you come across the remains of an old settlement. The houses are small, almost built into the hills themselves, and despite the decay brought by the darkness, many look well preserved. You realize, however, that you are not alone, as two tall orcs step in front of you with their weapons drawn.
Halt!
One shouts at you in a deep, heavy drumming voice.
So as I explained yesterday with this event, I always want that chance of getting a free orc to join me because they're pretty badass warriors. So I'm going to do everything that leads me to that opportunity.
The two orcs speak together in a foreign tongue, which sounds a lot like whistling leaves on a windy day. You make out a few words like deal, mistress, and vault, but not much else. The orcs step aside, and an orcish female steps in. She is even taller, muscular, and holds her head up high as she speaks to you.
We got here first, humans, so don't get any ideas. But we may have a deal for you. We found something and it needs tools to open, and we have none. Give us your tools, and in exchange we will give you several weapons and some resources we found in this place. Deal?
How about we work together?
The orc woman frowns, and her men take a few steps forward, but she raises her hand to stop them.
Work together, you say? Why? We have never gotten anything but hatred and disdain from your kin. Why would we trust you?
Just gotta take that step. You know you want my silver tongue. Alright, and we got our spear user again. That's good. Good start. Counter options, not the best. These two definitely won't work. His counter offense, not likely to work. This tactic, good chance of working. I'm going to save that for later, though. She has 11 damage coming at us. That is crazy. We're going to send Bogdala out to absorb that. She does 7. So, let's send him out as well. And there's the witch. So the two hardest ones are already out and they're confused, which is a great start for us. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and poke the witch now. Okay, so this confirms for me that none of our counters are going to work, because even the fighters are level 6 or higher. So I'm not going to waste my time with them. Let's see. If all 3 of them attack to the left, they kill the matriarch, but it's a little bit of a waste of an attack, because we only need to do 2 more damage between these two to kill it. So I should have supported one of them instead of sent her out to poke, but that's alright. Let's say they do split it up. If she attacks to the right, that's going to leave this with 18 life. And then she would do another 11, so she would need to do 7 more damage just to kill the witch. Not very likely. But I could give it to her. Pretty easily, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. and gives us a chance of making this work. And then we have 9 damage coming at us, so either they'll kill her, or they'll split their damage between her and whoever I put here, or send it all to whoever I put here. It will kill him if I send him out to do it, so she can at least survive that attack, and she'll kill whichever fighter she hits. So then we send him out, and he pretty much kills any fighter that he hits. Given that, it's going to be better just to get closer with these guys. Okay, so sadly they both hit her, but that's fine. The thing to keep in mind when doing any challenge that is not an actual combat fight, the damage that you take doesn't matter. It does not carry over into the real world, if you will.
The conversation goes well, and so you end on a high note. So you see, we both have an image of our people in our heads. We think orcs are brutes who will eat our children, and from the sounds of it, you think the very same of us. If we give you our tools, you may not find anything of use in the vault anyway. But if we work together, you keep your stuff and get half of what's in the vault. And we both learn that trust can be found in the strangest of places. The orc woman nods and smiles.
Oh, fine. You have a silver-tongued human, but I like it. Let's get the vault open, and then perhaps we can even drink together.
You got it.
Inside the vault, you find a supply of various wooden logs, some minerals, and a huge supply of dried, cured food stocks. You also find a small armory, but it is clear that whoever lived here treasured the food and resources more than anything else.
And let's hope she offers an orc.
You share the spoils and sit by the fire with the orcs. There is an awkward distance between the groups, but it is certainly progress.
Damn.
The orcs get up to leave, but their leader turns to you once more.
This was a trip to remember, and I would not like it to go to waste on account of our mutual hatred. I give you one of my men. Not a good one, mind you, he's a measly thing, but perhaps he can prove his worth amongst your people. But in return, one of yours will come to live with us. Perhaps this way we will learn about each other and rebuild our land differently from before.
She looks away, her face frozen in thought.
So we got a pretty damn good two-handed axe out of that. 24 damage, not bad. And then we got a nice stack of ancient wood, so that's pretty good. Again, I don't like that it doesn't tell me who we're trying to give to them, and I don't want to lose one of my medics. So I will take the 50-50 shot of her still giving me someone after I turn her down.
The woman nods in agreement and says no more.
And it did not work, but that's okay. We got some good rewards out of that. Let's see if anybody will enjoy that axe. So base damage is 19, max damage is 22, which means this is better overall. Enjoy. I don't think I have any other axe users. Oh, I do. It's the same, but it's lighter. Which means now she can have better armor if we ever get it. Okay, let's continue exploring, even though it's about to be nighttime. Cannot move anymore, so we might as well collect a little bit of elven wood while we're here. But only the elven wood. Break camp and continue up. Oh, we're gonna fight some undead. Skeleton and some broken ones. Wish I could auto-resolve these fights, but as we've learned, the AI kinda sucks at this stuff. Let's start with a shielded warrior. Go ahead and counter tactic that one. Let's get some more damage out and another shield. Because of that. That's why we send our shields out. Let's do a confuse on that one. So he kills this one. They don't attack. 21 kills that one. So we just need to do 15 to get rid of this one. She's up to the task. And then they'll clean up the final one in the discard pile. None of this gear is useful. So we'll get rid of that. Cannot move anymore, and nothing worth gathering. So we'll just chill.
Your village is swarmed by the wailing wraiths. They are a force of pure darkness, a menacing wave of tormented souls who seek nothing but the destruction of all life. It seems they have become more frequent of late, more angered and active for some reason.
This is why we wanted a minimum folklore score of 5 or more on one of our villagers, because this event will pop up more and more, and having the folklore score gives us this option of doing a physical challenge to beat them back, and you can get some permanent stat increases as such. If you have neither magic or folklore, then all you can do is seek shelter in your homes. You're going to get cursed, and I believe there's a chance they take your children. It's bad all around. And then, like I was saying, the other options, if you have a good magic score, or if you have a totem built in your village, you can do a hex challenge to get rid of them, which is also good, and it will increase your magic skills permanently. We don't have the totem, so we'll stick with the physical challenge.
You know an old ritual that involves a test of your endurance and strength, but if successful, you can ward off the wraiths.
Permanent intelligence, not very useful, very situational. But let's go ahead and do the physical challenge. This is our village, so we should have enough warriors to be fine. Yeah, we're fine. In fact, let's focus on getting some counters out. And then we can confuse the first one. So we need to do 12 damage to kill this one and 17 to kill that one. Well, he can she can handle this one, so we'll send him out, kills that one, she kills the first one, and then these guys clean up the discarded cards.
Your willpower proves stronger than the malicious force of the wailing wraiths. This time, none of your people died, and some feel blessed.
So from this event, we gain permanent intelligence and a permanent shielding on our medic. So that's nice. That's almost the equivalent of health, except it doesn't calculate into death chance, but still. The better they can survive, the better it is for everyone.
Slavers are a sadly common sight in Thea these days. Your scouts have spotted such a group in the area. Rescuing the slaves may be both noble and practical, but beware, if you lose, the slavers will likely not let you go free.
I enjoy slaver events. You have two options. When you reach them, you either fight them or you talk them out of half of their slaves. Both options lead to the same impact, where half the slaves are going to die and you get a single child out of the event. But if you talk to them, you get permanent stat increases for speech challenges. You get the child, and then I think you can still choose to betray them and kill them and take their gear. And they're near me too, so yeah, I'll definitely be hitting them up. Oh crap, I walked right into that. What are they? If I don't fight them now, they're just gonna attack me. How are we at a sickness challenge? I haven't really looked at that. And my main stats for a sickness challenge are going to be... Will is my damage, and health is our health. So 8 damage, 23 damage, 9, 6, 8, 4, 4, 14, 14. You know, honestly, I think we might be better off doing the sickness challenge than fighting them. Let's try it. 10 cards. Ugh. We are outnumbered. If they're all like that, we have a decent shot. Sadly, all of my strongest cards are over here. So that counter is not going to do anything. That one's not going to do anything. Ooh, that's pretty good. Confused counter and support of 11. Counter offensive 4, not going to do anything. The tactic will. The confuse could also be useful. That's 15 damage coming out, and then we need to do 14 to kill it. So actually, he's up to the job. Then meat shield, our weakest attacker. Yeah. Okay, that one was a little stronger than I was hoping. Luckily we avoided the piercing damage. I still feel like it might be better to go for the 2 confuses or do the 2 counters. The counters would fully eliminate 2 cards, which means we save 2 attacks, whereas the confuses saves us 2 attacks. So there's no net difference between the 2. Yeah, let's go with the confuse option. The thing is, what are the odds that these have either equal or higher damage? In either case, it would be good to save our confuses. If they have less damage, then we've squandered our confuses. That's the risk we're taking. Alright, let's send out our second meat shield and then Dobby. Okay, equal damage, not a squander yet. Then I get 2 cards. So I think I'm going to send him out and then him. 13. Even better. I'm going to save my confuses and just let the AI hopefully throw a whole bunch of cards at him so that I can still confuse him and eliminate the strongest attack possible. With that in mind, I'm still going to get closer with her. Yes. Yes. Keep doing... he can't do it anymore, but I can still confuse that one. Remove that attack from the first round. And then confuse that one. Fuck. And then it can... Oh, he had a weak attack, so that's not a big deal. We killed 1. We killed 2. Now we're going to start losing, guys. Killed 3. Lost. Killed 4, lost 2. Actually, that was a good trade right there, but now we're severely weakened. Let's see. Options. I still think the confuse is going to be the better route to go. And I want to save it in case they buff another one. That's 13 damage coming at us. So Bahaslav is going to be the meat shield. Shit, I only got 1 card. That was a bad idea. For that reason alone. Well now, this is going to be amazing. So I'm going to confuse this one no matter what. I'm going to save it to see if it gets buffed any. Which means we need to absorb these 2 attacks. Dobby can do so, assuming none of these have spears like this one did. So Dobby will be the meat shield. He gets to take both these attacks before he dies. He'll be confused. So she can kill that one. Oh, the spears. Damn it. So now she'll kill that one, which is a little bit of a waste of the attack. They can no longer buff this one, so we might as well confuse it now. 14 damage. This is my best attacker, so I kind of want to send another meat shield out, and then him. I'm not so sure we're going to win this one now. It's 1-1. Shit, yeah, everyone's going to die right now. We lost. And we still have to fight them, and he's wounded. It's not bleeding out, though. So that could have went a lot better. Striga bats are a major pain in the ass. We go first. As far as I remember, Striga bats don't have piercing just like regular bats. So I really wish Dobby was in this hand. His hammer is going to be very useful in this fight. Let's send our hammer out. Oh, look at all that life. Holy crap. I can first action a single person, and I can confuse this one. I don't remember if there were more than 2 Striga bats, though. So I'm going to focus on confusing. And then it's 28 damage on him. Leaves him with 26 life. So it has to be Voyamil that gets first actioned. Okay, so I need to save Voyamil and Dobby for the end. Noted. Let's send Slavomir out. He's got an amazing attack. Shit, there are more Striga bats. Hopefully the other one, if there's 4, is in this hand. God, that's so much damage. Your most useful feature is going to be your poke right now. Still not enough to even kill him in one blow. Fuck. Do another poke, I suppose. Okay, regular bats, that's fine. That's 19 damage coming at somebody. Well, he can absorb most of that. Oh, that sucks. That fucks us over so badly. Still gonna go with the original plan, I guess. Send her out. Okay, there's the final Striga. Send him out. Use your last card. And don't first action, please. Son of a bitch. Oh, she barely survived that. He did not. But it looked like he didn't get overkilled. So he has a chance of surviving. Let's go ahead and counter tactic. And that leaves us with a weak bat to take care of. Send Dobby out and this fight's over. Okay, we have 2 people bleeding out. It's not bad. That's a decent one-handed axe. Alright, let's see how bad this is. Okay, he did not get overkilled. That's a good start. And we have our amazing medic now. So 22, 28, which means he has a 2% chance of dying, and she is guaranteed to survive. But RNG can fuck me over on a 2% very easily. Let's see, my warriors that have 2-handed swords, the shielding is nice, but I could really up somebody's damage instead. No, I'll just leave it as is. Technically, I could switch her out for this. It lowers her damage slightly, and then give her a shield eventually. That might not be a bad idea. We'll wait to see. I cannot camp, But all I need is for, what's his face, Slavomir to heal 1 HP, and then he's guaranteed to survive as well. So it's not the end of the world that we can't camp. So let's do this. 2% chance. Alright, she survived, but now we have to do another fight. It's tough bats this time though. We should be fine. We're going to start with Dobby and his amazing hammer. And then Hemislav with his not so amazing hammer. Let's do a counter offense. Go ahead and poke that one to death. Do a counter tactic. So he kills these two, he kills these two. She doesn't get an attack. So all of the active ones are going to die. We're fine. Even doing the first action does change to where this one has a chance of surviving, so we're just going to confuse him now. Perfect. Don't need that kind of sword anymore. Alright, so we got lucky. He healed his 1 HP, and they're both guaranteed to survive now. We just need to make sure that we camp so that they can heal faster. In the meantime, let's see what kind of skull challenge this one is. Hell no!
The mysteries it holds could be vast, but beware. It looks as if the dead walk in great packs inside.
Yeah, we're not doing a 4 skull fight again. We will come back to that eventually. Oh shit, there we go, we can move one there. Camp. Nothing to gather, but that's okay. This way we heal fast. We gained a level though. So, our weak links, not bad. We're finding a little bit more use for stealth, so I'll accept that. And then our Liberation Army got a crap ton of health. Nice. And our village. Ooh, our medic got better. That's always a good sign. Attractiveness, useful in speech. Crafting on a warrior, not quite so useful. That's okay. We finished our palisade, which gave us enough points to research our manger, and we're going to do so immediately and then build it. Wrong group. Build it immediately as well, which means I need to get rid of another low quality cabbage field. And then we are going to build this thing. Right now the materials don't matter so much. It's the 10 points for gatherers that I want. But we will still see how good we can make with our current supplies. So that one would attract humans and beasts. Not very good, but it would. No change except for the research value goes up double. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see, we could do nuts, which lowers our attract human. Wheat is always best for attracting humans. Elven wood doesn't change anything down here, but again, ups the research value just a little. Fur leather is even better. It attracts more beasts and gives us more points. So that's a good option. We could do that, which ups the beasts even more, but gets rid of the human. I think the value stayed the same. No, it went up as well. Ancient wood really ups the value. That's pretty good. That lowers it slightly, so it looks like ancient wood. And I'm definitely not using my dragon leather on this, so this is what we're going with. 3 and everything, not bad. 31 points is great. And then 10 bonus skill points for all future gatherers. Yes, please. Get to work. Get to work. Alright, that's everyone. Let's see. She is fully healed and... Or wait, she was the wounded one. So halfway healed. About a third of the way healed. Break camp. We're gonna not do this ruin for quite some time. It's nighttime, so we can't even see what we're doing, which makes exploring like this very dangerous. Because you could just walk into like a 4-skull fight, a 5-skull fight. You never know. For now, though, we are going to take on these slavers.
You approach the slavers and see they are a mixed group of different people.
Because I want children.
Including orcs, humans, goblins, and even dwarves. They drag behind them a row of malnourished, worn-out slaves, including children, shackled and cruelly whipped by their captors. The slavers are well armed, but they have clearly seen some fighting not long ago, as they have bandages and look banged up.
So I'm going to kill them, but first I want to do the social challenge because it gives me a chance at more skill points. And the only... Actually, none of these are really good at social challenges, so this is going to be nice and easy. The wolves are annoyances who do 0 damage, and the AI will just throw them down to absorb your attacks. Alright. I can kill her with a poke. It's a good start. We'll send her down. See? Right there. Oh, some of them can do a single damage, but still, their main objective is to just absorb your attacks, which is very annoying. I get 2 cards. I might as well... I still want another warrior out, and then counter tactic. Get rid of one of those wolves. Counter tactic. Ooh, it's a high level. So there went the orc. And there's the goblin. So these two kill the wolves. He kills this guy. This guy will barely scratch him. He kills that goblin. He goes out and does some damage to one of these cards.
Your posturing and clear confidence
Nice.
made these slavers very uneasy. They must have had quite a fight beforehand, as you realize they would not have been an easy prey still. Their leader speaks.
Fine, you can have half of our cargo and just leave us be.
You feel this is a final offer.
So Niev, gain 2 will, puts him at 10. Now I'm going to turn on them and kill them. We are still wounded, so we have to keep that in mind. Thankfully, the AI did not use the spear correctly. If I use her, that's going to be 10 damage, 31, and then the poison. Yeah, that's a kill. In case there's more spears, we are going to send out Voyamil. Oh, first actions. Okay, we can still first action Izbigniew. So we'll save him for the end. For now, we're going to send out a hammer. And another warrior. Our counter offense 2 is not going to do anything. Oh, damn it. If only it hadn't sent out another card, I could have poked him to death. There is still another bandit shooter in there. So she might still be useful in that regard. For now, let's do a counter tactic. Got rid of a wolf. That's good. Let's do some confusing. Oh, she can't get the kill. She's gonna be 1 damage shy, which then puts her in danger of getting killed herself. So we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna send him out. We're gonna first action him. He kills the wolf. She kills the orc fighter. He kills the shooter. Ooh. These two kill the warrior. Leaves us 11 damage to come at him. That's not a great thing, and we can't do anything about it. If only she did 18 damage. It's not worth it to get closer because she'll take the hit and die. He will at least survive and just be bleeding out. pretty badly, but he will still survive because he's not overkilled. We're just going to go with that.
You killed all the slavers. Some slaves died during the skirmish, but some remain alive and rejoice at your heroism.
So we don't need that. Good quality. So that's a good weight to armor ratio. We'll keep that. Somebody can use it. That's a really good crossbow. For armor is useful.
You gather up those who can still walk and make a quick burial for those who did not make it.
And we got a single child out of it. I want to check something real quick. I don't know if going back on your word still gives you that stat increase or not. So Izbigniew was at a 10 because of the speech challenge. He is still at a 10, so it does keep it. So betraying them is a perfectly valid option. Now let's see about this armor, because I know he doesn't have a very good armor. He does, and he does. So he gets the upgrade. And then this bow. Who's gonna get the bow? She still has the blessing of strength for one more turn. Those pendants put her exactly at her weight limit after the blessing wears off. You have the strength. You can have the bow. You're not my spirit user, so that would be a good one. And then we are going to camp to continue healing. And it is nighttime now. So I think I'm going to break camp, move up one. Okay, and we will just spend time gathering these foods. Until day breaks. The weak links have 11 more turns to go. Alright, daytime is now starting upon us. We have a 1 radius view. It's enough to start exploring again. This is another ruin. Might as well see what skull challenge it's going to be. And it's another 4. Not happening.
Could be vast, but beware. It looks as if the dead walk in great packs inside.
Later. And let's keep exploring. Got some more coal. Not so useful anymore. We found plenty of it. I don't like having a 4-skull nest between me and home though. But I'm not ready to clear it out. We nearly died just fighting its things. Steel is not in our research path. We need to find mithril. We need to find monster bone. That's going to be annoying. We need to find scaled leather. This is turning into our last run where it took us 300 turns to find it. And we still need to find diamond and moonstone. So we got a lot of searching to do.
A star falls from the skies before your very eyes and illuminates a path before you. There is a howling of wolves coming from where the light directs you.
Well, I've never played as Zorya, so I've never seen this before. Let's go ahead and follow that starlight.
As you enter the path of the starlight, you feel the power of Zorya wash over you. Your senses become more acute, your heart pumps faster, and feel the calling of a great hunt. As if you were a star of the night sky, you see a group of wolves stalking their prey ahead. But now, it is time to hunt the hunter.
We're ready. We're gonna hunt. I'm gonna auto-resolve it too.
You become the Starlight Hunter. For hours, your bodies become part of the night itself as you stalk your prey and finally capture it with perfection. You feel any curses lifted off all your people, and some of your party feel the blessing of Zorya upon them.
Nice. So for future reference, if you are cursed and you see this event, do it. You need steel for the Orc Blood achievement. Orc Blood Achievement. Let me take a look real quick. Oh, the attract orc via structure. Yeah, we'll do that eventually. Let's see. Blessing, not too bad. Dexterity is useful in only a single event challenge that we rarely see. But hey, it's free experience at least. We finished the manger, so all of our gatherers that grow up now are going to be extra powerful. Did we get a point off of that? We did. So I'm also going to build the barracks, which will make all of our warriors stronger. And then Ebentide, your question is now answered. While the archery range does give you the option of creating hunters, it does not give them any bonus skill points upon growing up. So the three that you want are the manger, the barracks, and the smithy. And let's go ahead and get that queued up to build. First we have to delete something. I no longer need the pasture, really. It gave me a single meat every turn. I'm kind of beyond that. Barracks. Let's see, catalyst does not matter, so we'll use wood for that. And let's just start with a basic one. 0 points, 1 damage bonus, but it gives us our skill points for the warrior. Now, can we improve on that with our stuff? Attract goblin, that's an option. Damage of 2. Yeah, sorry about that, Eventide. No strengthening of anything but the 3 base classes. We could do sandstone, which does not improve it, actually, but it does do attract beasts, and that's... Is that one of the things I was still needing? Let's see, we need orcs, demons, and dwarves. Oh, apparently I don't need goblins anymore. I must have already attracted one and not paid attention. Well, that was my bad. Yeah, we already got the attracted goblin, so I didn't need the palisade out of obsidian, or we got it since we built it and I just missed it. Okay, then don't have enough enchanted bone. We could do ancient wood. That would give us a big damage increase. And no attraction, but that damage is pretty damn good. It's 1 point less than the max you can make using mithril. Yeah, let's go for it. I don't really have a use for the wood right now anyways. What if we did do like iron? Yeah, that just really lowers the damage. Lots of research points, that's nice. Alright, 2 skull fight, not gonna worry about that. They can come to me at night if they want to fight. Like right now. Alright, skeletons, let's do this. I get 1 card. Skeletons can have spears, so I'll send a shield out. Then we will counter Tic Tac. And let's go ahead and poke that one. And there was the spear. We've already won the fight, but I'm going to send them out for the hell of it. That's the worst spear in the game. Don't need that anymore. Definitely don't need a ribcage. The armor might still be useful. Yeah, he'll enjoy some armor. Still nothing discovered. Let's go up. I think... Yeah, that's not a land bridge. So, that was a waste of a move. Let's go down now. Anything? Dryad wood. Oh, monster bone. Perfect. As soon as we have a research point, we'll research that and see if we have dragon bone anywhere near our village. And moonstone. Holy crap, is that far away. But at least we discovered it. And I can't move, so might as well gather some things. Let's see. If I did that. There, we would get it every turn. That works. Break camp. Continue exploring. That's the end there. Can't move anymore. Alright, might as well go up a little just to get this little sliver discovered. And we finished the barracks. It's going to take a while to get the points for the moonstone, so it's better to research the monster bone. And then see if we've already uncovered dragon bone. We did, 2 places. How close to the village is it? Oh, both of them right there, a day's journey. Oh, sorry Eventide, but my luck continues. Lots of nice endgame resources pretty close. Cannot complain. We are done gathering here. Let's send them home. And then our main group. Let's go ahead and finish uncovering this chunk right here. Lots of coal. Holy crap. Ooh, moonstone even closer. It's just through the snowfield, which is a little annoying. Let's see, we have no more movement, so we might as well collect some coal while we're at it. And since there's 2 of them here, we can get 2 bunches in one go. You need more. There we go. And then we need to put our people to work before I forget, so we can get more research points going. We should have a decent chunk of these saved up now. We do. So let's go ahead and queue up a few things. What else do we have in abundance? Darkwood. Let's do some gambling spears. Or even warhammers? Nope, they can't gamble. That's right. Pikes. Pikes can't gamble either. Okay, staves can gamble. So, dark wood. Catalyst is regular wood. If we use the malachite, that's 9 research points. Not bad. How about the topaz? 10. Works for me. Confirm. Move you up to the top. Put you to work. You make 1 every turn. Not bad. we're just gonna maximize that. Which means since I'm focusing on topaz and darkwood, they're gathering topaz every 2 turns. Take you off of that, and let's put you on the darkwood. So you get that every 2 turns. 6 and 6. Perfect ratio right there. And I think that's the end of this turn. Break camp. We still have a small sliver to discover.
You are set upon by a small group of angry-looking wood elves.
Ooh,
their eyes are
elven
blackened from
bandits.
the corruption of the darkness, and their faces are gaunt and dried up. Only their bows remain in perfect condition, the last remnant of their bygone heritage. One steps up and spits at you before speaking.
You have entered our sacred land. Now leave us some of your equipment as tribute for your sacrilege, or die.
Yeah, it is, Eventide. That is very true. Let's see. I'm not going to give you my equipment. One of these options is if you follow the god Veles. So if you're playing as Veles, you will feel a kinship to them and their magic, and you can talk to them and try to help them, and one of them has a chance of joining you. We don't get that option, so I'm just going to kill them. Ooh, mages. Not cool. We outnumber them, though, and that's going to be our advantage. Elves are humanoids. Humanoids can equip spears, so we need to stick to our shields going out first. Case in point. Pun intended. I can first action somebody, and I think that's going to be a good play. And she can kill it, so she will be first actioned eventually. We'll send our hammer out, and then another shield. Again, are they all going to have piercing attacks? This is going to suck if that's true. Just in case, we're going to shield him. Yes. Damn it. Yeah, let's shield him. And then I'm not going to send anybody else out right now. So I'm going to wait. Yep, I think all elves have piercing attacks. So, there's a potential of 2 more coming out. Looks like the average is 10 damage each, so his shield will absorb almost all of that. He'll take 1 or 2 wounds, that's fine. I'm going to first action her. She kills this one. These 2 together are going to kill this one. And let's see, what is that? 49 damage, 33, 46. So they'll kill both of these thanks to the trample damage. So I don't need to confuse this one, but I will need to confuse that one. So I'm going to save him for that. So we'll just wait. Okay, that one had less damage, which is a good start. We're going to wait for the last one. Perfect. We'll confuse that one. He does enough damage to kill it, so I don't need to do the support ally of 1. Let's get her out. First action her. So kill. These 2 kill those 2. He kills this one. We go again. We kill. No wounds taken. Perfect. Just get out there for the hell of it. Having an elf with a 2-handed axe is wonderful to have. True.
You have defeated the elven attackers.
Especially if you put the living abyss armor on them and get a additional damage roll as the bonus when you gamble via diamond. You can really stack up their damage. I like elves and I like dwarves because I can get to them to the point that they one-shot giants. Let's check out this equipment. That is a really nice damage doll. I will definitely use that on a hammer user. A traps box. I'll keep it for now. That's a very weak bow. And then the ancient wood is always a good find. Nice experience. We cannot move south anymore. I do want to do some more exploring before we head home. Question mark? Yeah, let's head down. So is there anything to gather here? There's more coal. High damage and a free pierce. Yeah, they're nice. It's just really hard to get elves to join you.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. The tremors and wild groans eventually stop, but they leave you with a sense of dread.
Alright, let's take care of our movements. And then my time is sadly up. So we'll get everyone positioned. You need to go home. Let's drop off your miscellaneous stuff. And then they are immediately going to go out and collect dragon bone. See, we need more food. 6 people, 30 days, 180. And 20 days of wood. I don't think we have any gear for them. Yeah, nothing amazing. And that dragon bone was... Oh, that's right, we haven't researched it yet. So, we can't really gather that yet. I guess getting some more ancient wood for the time being is the better play. Oh crap, what do we got here? Oh, that's just bees, they're nothing. Alright, so with that, guys, I want to thank you all for coming out and watching me play Thea the Awakening by Muha Games. One of my favorites. I am Demordred. I stream every day starting at 7 p.m. So if you enjoyed this stream or enjoyed my content, check me out again sometime. Like I said, 7 p.m. Pacific. Until then, game on, friends, and good night, Eventide. Thank you for joining me.